Hey everyone, welcome to I Truly Love It. My name is Susan, and today I have a crafty haul for you. I really need to go through a bunch of these boxes and packages I have and open them up. um, this first one comes from Julia McDonald. Her channel is ksforyou.net. I'll link it below. And she sells like once a month on a weekend. In fact, she was selling yesterday and today and tomorrow as I'm recording this. If you watch the news, I've mentioned her recently, and but she's usually on like once a month, and she has lots of laces and appliques. And this is one that I got. Oh, what does it say? So like August, I guess. I got this in September. So let's go through what's in here. Some of these things I had bought some stuff this summer, and I never, got the package. Anyway, so she included. She said she had more of what I had ordered, so let's see what all that was. And her prices are very reasonable. I mean, there's some stuff that, she has very little of, and maybe it's kind of rare. So I'll have to be priced a little bit more, but all right. This is a bunch of dictionary pages, different variety here, which is nice because you get different kind of fonts and font sizes and patinas. So I like that. Some bigger pages. These have gold edging, which is nice. So let's see. So look forward. Yep, it looks like German. All right. Let's see what's in here. Okay, so she had a bunch of metal pieces on this particular. These are charms. These are little skull keys, which is perfect. I'm glad I opened this up because I could go in my Halloween journal. And these are little dresses. Little windmills. See if I can get that where you can see it. Some nautical theme ones. Oh, these are some old timey bikes. That's really cool. These are owls. Let's see. I have to take one out. Before I do that, these are little Eiffel Towers. And these are little TV sets. That'd be perfect, like in a 50s, 60s journal. Oh, got more of them. Different. No, they're the same. I don't know what these are called, but this is where you take like paper and put on those little pebbles and glue it. Little roses. These are little ones of those. All right, these are clocks. Okay, and these are the owls. Maybe. That fun. Okay, and then we've got some appliques. Apologize for the noise. It is what it is. All right, we've got, let's see if I get a paper here. We have this one, it's pink. I've got this one. It's kind of a cream color. That one. Not sure if that'll show up on the white here. I'll put that on the black bag. That would be pretty on a black journal, like a black and white theme. That's a nice ruby red. Kind of a gold. It's kind of a shrimp color. Oh, there's another white one. Like that one, that's pretty. Gonna probably go like that on a journal. She'll in her cell, she'll tell you how many she has. This is kind of a dusty rose, kind of a mauve color, I guess. It's pink. She usually sells for 3 days, so I missed yesterday. As I'm recording this is Saturday because I work on Fridays. So, well, I work Monday through Friday, but so I missed. But you can, and she'll tell you this in her cell, but you can always email, go back and watch the video and email her. And then I think she cuts it off at a certain point because then she'll have the next month's video coming up, in a few weeks, and she, will bring forward anything that didn't sell. All right, we're getting into a lot of laces here. Typically, these are $1.25 per yard. Okay, here's some little bags. That's beautiful. Got 2 of those, 2 of those, and 2 of these, like burlap kind. Okay, I've got some blue ribbon. Oh, this would be like pretty cool in a boho journal, or you get like a bougie, or like another royal journal, like we did Marie Antoinette, something like that. Oops. Let's see. I'll have to lay these out. So that one. I think there's 2 of those. Might be 2 different things. Similar. Oh, these are little appliques as well, or like little collar pieces. Another one. And oh, there's a bunch of these in here. These are kind of cool. These remind me of like underwater pieces. A bunch of those. You have to give some away or something. I've got my 3-year anniversary of YouTube coming up. Let's see. On Wednesday the 29th of October. Didn't quite make the 2,000 like I was hoping. Also didn't like get out there and push that, so it's all right. All right, and then I've got some French vocabulary cards. I won't take this out, but it's got the French word on that side, and on that blue side, it's the meaning. All right, some more little game cards. This is from Double 12, little domino card game. These are little butterfly charms. These are, oh yeah, skull and crossbones. I know there'll be another pirate journal one day. Tell you what, I'm gonna leave those in there. Those are little like that part out. I think the rest of this you probably can see the way it is. Look at these are like little like kind of like chandelier type drops, and like teardrops. A little shape. Alright, so let's have a look here at the different little laces and trims that I picked up. There's that side, and some of these might be the same from that side, but I can see there's a black one in there. Oh, there we go. That's pretty. Okay. And then some more charms. Some little butterflies. These are like crochet pieces. Alright. She had this big bag of, gosh, what did she say, like 180 pieces or something? That's a lot, but I shall not want for more, even though I know I've bought some crochet pieces from another creator on YouTube, but I won't go through all these. We got different sizes, different colors. I believe she, cut these apart off of doilies. And, I was the lucky one to get it. That's a cool one. That reminds me of the ocean. The bigger ones at the bottom. That's fun. So those might go into some happy mail. Okay. Let's see if I can do this without. These are all the white ones. I like the bigger, wider trims. Sheer ones are in there. Yeah, this is, if you are needing some of these, this is the way to go to, and it's not my fault. Just don't blame me when you get over there and have to visit her every month. She also, she does hers with Square instead of PayPal, so just a heads up with that. What are these again? Oh, these are little plastic flowers, which you can, hot glue or, like some Aliens tacky glue onto your journal cover or project. But they are also beads, so you could, add them to a tassel. Okay, that's really super cool. I think that's everything on that one. All right, so once again, that's Julie McDonald at ksforyou.net. It's like 1533. I don't know. I'll link it below. Can't remember off the top of my head what there's a number in her channel. Her name's Julie. All right, so go check out Julie, and let's go to the next. All right, this next one comes from Carol at Crinkled Path. She sells on Tuesdays with Angela, the traveling crafter. I've already opened this one and taken some things out for my classroom. I'm sure there's a few in here because I was just kind of hastily taking things out. But she recently had a bunch of cards, and I don't know, I feel like I've been just collecting vintage cards. But some of these, have a theme, and they would go well with your theme. And there's some other little game pieces. Oh, that might work in my Prairie Girls Gather journal. Trivial Pursuit, Baby Boomer Edition, I guess. Baltic Avenue, some Monopoly money. Somebody I knew had this card. Maybe it was at my house, but we never played it. I just played around with it. One. Fly the Friendly Skies, United. She might go good with Prairie Girls Gather. Track. My grandmother, my maternal grandmother, always had friends over playing cards. She always played a game called Nertz, and Nertz, and I guess it ends with a Z for everybody. And oh, that's gonna go good. Yeah, Prairie Girls Gather journal. But so I've always been, enamored by vintage playing cards because of the cards she had in her little drawer. And of course, I have my favorite ones. So I don't know who got those when she passed, but it wasn't me. So I hope whoever got them enjoyed them. Or I don't know. I don't know what I got some of her things, but not her cards. Some more. Oh, horses might go good. Prairie Girls. So one of the things I ordered, I already took to school. Here's another one. She had stickers that were, I think the majority of them were like superhero. Then there were some Star Wars and whatnot. So I'm gonna take those and use them as some prizes at work. I might, dropping off. Might even take some of these. Some of these though are for my journals, so like those could go to school. But and of course, she had turtles and some other animals. Mouse and the cheese, frog and the lily pad, the worm and the apple, smiley face. Those might go cute at school with a cute message. Big tags and some snails. And of course, it all came in some glassine bags, which I love. I didn't talk about these. These were game pads. Okay, those are going to go in the journal. Sorry for the noise. All right, the next one comes from Instagram. Let me open it. All right, this one came from Polkadottoad.vintage on Instagram. And that's a cute little owl with some fall ribbon pieces and a bingo card. An eyeball, googly eyes. I'll put that in my fall stuff. Maybe along with this one because that's fun. A little purple pack. But I believe she had reached out to me because she had the strawberry stuff, and I had tried to get some, and someone beat me to it, but she had some more. That's $4 for this. So she made some little tags. Let's take those out. It's quick, Susan. These little die cuts. I have some scrapbook paper, some stickers. It's okay. I think those might be cute at school. My students this year are really loving stickers and stamps. So take some of my stamps to school. Just a variety. It says a little red, black, and white being bridge card bingo, and then I actually have the set of cards. I didn't realize it, or I forgot. A little sticker there. Some strawberry themed recipe cards. I have a couple of those playing cards, and then there's this piece of vintage wrapping paper. So Polkadottoad.vintage on Instagram. All right, and then the next one, and then and some of these really are, because last one was from August. This one was from September. This might have been Labor Day weekend. This is from on YouTube. Jen Caddy Fiddly Bits. I first came across Jen when she was on the live videos with address on the live videos with Diane at the Messy Palette Australia. Puppies are here. But there was a pajama party hop, hosted by Lindy K and Sean Designs. And I didn't catch everybody, or I caught them at the end, towards the end of their little, it was like hour segments, I think. That's some fun paper. Oh yeah, got these letters and numbers. I think I got these so I could maybe use them on my jelly plate. Oh yeah, remember that? It's pretty. And should be that. So that is Jen Caddy Fiddly Bits. Okay, let's try not to show my address again. This is from Kip's Corner on YouTube. She was also part of that hop with Lindy K, the Pajama Party hop. And so this is a postal box that's got sticky. There we go. Seriously sticky tape. We got tissue papers. More tissue paper. the vintage thinking. All right, so Kip's Corners is Debbie. All right, so these were bingo numbers, and I think I just had one. I actually put that in Happy Mail to Maggie at My Scattered Brain, so I know she'll find a good use for it. And then when she finds a good use for it and gives me an idea, I've got more. Okay, then this one, what is it? Oh, stamps. Oh, yes. Okay. So she had stamps that were sorted by color. Isn't that awesome? So blue, green, there was a red, and then there were some tickets, more tickets, and then vocabulary. So it was really cool. She had everything already set with a label. She just had to write names on it. So that was really cool. Way to be organized, Debbie. And this one is, oh yeah, these are like door pulls. Wouldn't it be cool, like on a journal, like to pull it open, or if you did like this, you never know when that idea would be useful. And then this was, oh yeah, so these are from my husband. I can get the sticky note off. I forgot all about these, but he has one of these. Oh, what's it called? Stereograph? Stereograph. This is Australia. This is Australia. Oh, that's kind of cool. Military. Oh, I'm reading Australia. Nope, it's not. Okay. This is Norway. This is the Highlanders of Toronto. Man, that's cool. This one's Norway. Yeah, you think that's Texas. Actually, it's the Stockyards in Chicago. And North American World Series. Doesn't say what it is, but it looks like a ship that has sunk, and it's just the bird's nest at the top. So, all right, let me clean this up and come back. That was Debbie at Kip's Corner. All right, this next package is actually one of my newer packages. This comes from Rebecca Wills, and Rebecca actually lives a few hours north of me, still in Texas. So it was fun to come across her channel one evening. She had all these little crocheted pieces as well, and they were 50 cents a piece. So I just, in different colors, I just took one of every color. And then she had these bigger pieces, and I just took one of each of those. And a little piece of black lace. And an old paint file folder with some ledger in it. With writing. This is from. Does it have a date? No, it just says the month and the day. But, you know, how long ago did they use these? And she might have had the date in her video, but you know, you were just buying some of the pages. So those are fun. So maybe I'll get those scanned, maybe sometime. Toss it behind me. So that's Rebecca Wills, and I'll tag her below because I don't think she knows I have the news, so I'll need to let her know that. But because I see, when you start following channels, and especially when you hit that notification bell, you start getting the little like when they're on and when there's sales and stuff, so you can hit turn the notification on for a particular live coming up when it's scheduled. I like when we use the sewing patterns to pack the paper, pack the boxes. This next one comes from Debbie Epps on YouTube, and every once in a while she has a sale, and she makes her stuff. So I will say before I show her stuff that this is from the summer. She actually has, if you like the cut apart like collage books that you can get like on Amazon, she has some for Burtober. She has some Halloween ones, but I'll link her below. So go check out her channel, and then you can get on to the links from there to get to her. I believe they're in her coffee shop. Anyway, so she makes art, and I just happened to be up there one evening when she had this little gem. You guys, look, it says "Which Way to the Beach," and it says Debbie Epps, 2017, a little turtle, a little art piece. So one day when I get my craft house, I've decided I'm going from a room to studio. Now I'm going to have a craft house. I think I'm just going to buy some land and get me a house on it. Anyways, but I always show Debbie's papers. She always has painty papers. And I say painty papers because like they're like dyed, but she uses paint. So it's really cool. And I usually just grab, she'll lay them out. She'll have like A through like letter H. I just grab one of each a lot of the times. Super cheap, like 50 cents a page, maybe 25 cents a page. And then she has some of these from time to time. These are like Tim Holtz inspired snippet strips. And she uses like a construction tape, I guess is the best way to describe that. But hang on, I've got more art in this box. It's been sitting in the box, because but look at this, guys. I guess that was with maybe some alcohol inks or maybe acrylic inks. Alcohol inks is what I'm guessing. Isn't that really cool? That is like super cool. And that was like a excuse me, like 12 by 12 paper, and I don't know. It feels like maybe it's UPO paper, but it feels different. Yeah, is that the bottom? Is that it? Hang on. Oh, that is. But I'll have to get a frame for that. And it's upside down. That shit this in 2020. But I could do that part. I don't know if I could do the turtle though. My turtles never look great. But that's amazing. So she always has really cool art. So, anyways, I think I had first dibs on this. Let's see if I can get that back in my box. And these papers, I have a little mesh zipper bag I put all my dyed papers in. So that'll go back in there. And I'll put this little art piece in this bag. Place for that turtle art. But yeah, you sometimes too, you can just get up there and see what people make, get you some ideas. But sometimes too, I don't have time to do all this. And she's retired from teaching. When I'm retired from teaching, I'll have time to do dyed papers because this summer I clearly didn't make time for it. But also supporting, my fellow teachers, retired teachers, because I know once you retire, you're stuck at whatever your retirement is. But yeah, so I think That's all I'm gonna put in this video. It's kind of long. So we've got Rebecca Wills, Debbie Epps, Kip's Corner, who's also Debbie, Polkadottoad, Vintage, Carol at Crinkle Path, Julie McDonald at KS for You, and Jen Caddy Fiddly Bits. Yeah. But I appreciate you guys for sticking around and watching, and maybe when I get to my 2,000th subscriber, I'll have a giveaway with some of these pretty things, and because I don't think I'll ever make my way through all of it, but I like supporting my fellow content creators and junk journalers. Anyways, I appreciate you for stopping by, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.